What happens when one of Hollywood's most respected actors walks into what should be a routine interview only to find himself face to face with a host seemingly intent on tearing him down? This isn't just another celebrity appearance. It's a collision of professionalism and provocation, where calm composure clashes with calculated confrontation. What unfolded during Michael B. Jordan's visit to The View would become one of the most talked about moments in daytime television history. The morning began like any other at The View studios in New York City. Michael B. Jordan, known for his punctuality and polished demeanor, arrived early, dressed in a tailored navy suit and ready to promote his latest passion project to a film centered on social justice that was generating major awards buzz. It should have been a smooth, familiar press tour stop. But from the beginning, something felt off. The energy backstage was dense. Production staff seemed reserved, avoiding eye contact. His publicist couldn't clarify the interview format. And then there was Whoopi Goldberg, silent, distant, and unreadable. Her usual warmth was absent, replaced by an intensity that lingered in the air like a storm about to break. Once the cameras rolled, things seemed normal at first. Joy Behar, Sunny Hostin, and Sarah Haynes welcomed Michael and began with light conversation about his career and upcoming projects. Michael relaxed into the rhythm, answering with grace and humor. Then, out of nowhere, Whoopi leaned in. "Michael, I have to ask," she said, her tone turning sharp. "Are you really talented, or just another pretty face who's coasted through Hollywood on looks alone?" The room fell silent. Michael paused. "I'm sorry. Could you repeat that?" "You heard me," she replied coldly. "From where I'm sitting, your career looks like a product of image, not substance." The other co-hosts looked stunned. Michael's face betrayed a flicker of surprise, but he held his composure. "With all due respect," he said calmly, "I think you're mistaking me for someone else. I've been working since I was a teenager, and I've earned every opportunity through discipline, craft, and persistence." Whoopi didn't back down. "Or maybe you've just been lucky to fit the mold Hollywood wants to sell." Joy tried to interject with a defense of Michael's past performances, but Whoopi cut her off. "You come in here with your perfect suit and polished answers," she continued. "But what have you really contributed beyond being eye candy for the audience?" Michael's jaw tensed slightly. This wasn't critique, it was an attack. "I respect your legacy," he said evenly, "but diminishing my work disrespects not only me but every actor who's poured their heart into this industry." "Oh, now you speak for all actors?" Whoopi snapped. How noble. Things escalated quickly. She accused him of benefiting from privilege, from a system that prioritizes appearance over authenticity. Michael, still calm but firm, pushed back. "You don't know my journey," he said. "You don't know the rejection, the hustle, the hours I've put in behind the scenes. Just because my struggle looks different from yours doesn't mean it's not real." Then Whoopi said it. "Boy," she snapped. "You think you've earned the right to talk to me about struggle?" The word hit the room like a slap. Michael froze, eyes narrowing. "Did you just call me a boy?" he asked, voice low and intense. "Because if you did, we're having a very different conversation now." "I called you what I see," Whoopi said without hesitation. "A young man who's been handed everything and thinks he deserves praise." Michael sat up straighter, a new fire behind his words. "I've worked since I was 12, he said. "I've been rejected, overlooked, and underestimated. Don't you dare dismiss that. Please," she scoffed. "Try being a black woman in this business for 40 years. Try being told you're not pretty or marketable enough. You've never known adversity. You're really trying to gatekeep struggle?" Michael replied, astonished. "That's not what this industry needs. It needs support, not sabotage." The tension was unbearable. Security was called. Michael stood, towering over the table, not threatening, but unshakable. "I'm done," he said. "I came here to talk about a film that matters. Instead, I'm being personally attacked. This isn't an interview, it's bitterness disguised as commentary. Sit down. Whoopi demanded. No, Michael replied. Because this isn't about mutual respect anymore. You've turned this into something ugly, and I won't be a part of it. The studio was silent. Cameras kept rolling. Audience members sat frozen. You think you're some kind of hero? Whoopi asked. You're just a product, a box office poster boy. And you, Michael fired back, are a legend who's forgotten what leadership looks like. You're so busy tearing others down, you've forgotten how to lift people up. The conversation was beyond salvageable. Whoopi, visibly shaken, ordered him to leave. Michael looked directly into the lens. To anyone watching, this is not what professionalism looks like. This is what happens when ego trumps empathy. Choose to treat others better. He turned to leave, then looked back one final time. I'm not turning my back on you, Whoopi, he said. I'm walking away from negativity. From toxicity. From a moment that helps no one. Whoopi tried to reassert control, but Michael was already walking away with his dignity intact, and a message that echoed long after he exited the stage. The studios sat in stunned silence. Joy Behar quietly announced a commercial break. No one said a word. The confrontation was over, but the impact had only just begun. What did you think of this intense exchange? Have you ever seen an interview spiral so quickly? Drop your thoughts below and stay tuned for more from the world of entertainment.